The violent scenes have further escalated Ukraine's political crisis. These are the biggest yet of the new year. The unrest originally erupted 2 months ago after President Viktor Yanukovych's decision to freeze ties with the European Union and seek a huge bailout from Russia. He caused further uproar on Friday when he approved a number of laws that limit Ukrainians' rights to protest. Opponents say it paves the way for a police state. Opposition leader Vitaly Klitschko spent hours attempting to stop the protesters from attacking police, but ended up being sprayed with a fire extinguisher himself. He had this direct message for the president.
You're fighting with your nation. Stop the escalation and don't force people using police and police forces. Stop the civil war against the citizens of Ukraine who have been calling for 2 months for you to listen to them. Take the police forces out of the streets. The only way is to change the authority.
His top allies stood by his side at a large peaceful rally earlier in the day where around 100,000 people took to the streets in and around Kiev's Independence Square. But here, sticks, stones, flares, even chunks of pavement were used by the protesters against the police. The laws prohibit demonstrators from wearing masks or hard hats at rallies, but many of the protesters wore hard hats and gas masks in defiance of the new legislation. As the protests dragged on, other opposition leaders addressed the crowds from a giant stage, condemning the violence.
Peaceful European protest, that is our formula for victory. Our plan was presented today. Parliament, government and peaceful protest.
The police appeared to show lots of restraint. The Interior Ministry say 30 were hurt, including more than 10 admitted to hospital, 4 in a serious condition. Ukraine's government's ignored previous demands made by the opposition.
Every protest that happens in our country is a reaction to the Yanukovych regime.
Since the protest started on the 21st of November, scores of opposition leaders and journalists have been attacked, harassed and prosecuted. The president and Klitschko met at the presidential residence outside Kiev, with Klitschko later tweeting that the president had agreed to set up a committee to try to settle the political crisis. That committee may find, though, that it's already lost the confidence of the people. Kevin Gover, Sky News.